public.
Which, I mean, that's.
Recording in progress.
State law requires this body to announce at this time that a copy of the current Open Meetings Act is available at the back of the room where it's accessible to the public. Weeks.
Here.
Tiller.
Here.
Wolf.
Here.
Gibbon.
Here.
Harrington.
Here.
Euchre.
Here.
Johnson.
Here.
Smith.
Here.
All rise for a moment of silence, followed by the pledge of allegiance, please. Thank you. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item agenda 1, the consent agenda. Approve this agenda, pay the claims as submitted, and approve the minutes of the June 20th, 2023 regular council meeting. Corey moves. Tiller. Second.
Tiller.
Yes.
Wolf.
Yes.
Gibbon.
Yes.
Harrington.
Yes.
Euchre.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Weeks.
Yes.
Sorry about that. Public forum, item agenda 2. 2 minutes. Do we have anybody for public forum? Thank you. I'll close public forum. We'll move on to item agenda 3. Consider request for assistance for Phelps County Fair.
Clark Nelson, Phelps County resident. I'm back to ask for help putting up snow fence and moving the bleachers back and forth from the derby to the show arena, course arena.
Same as last year.
Same as last year.
Any problems, Kim?
No, none.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Yeah. Ben and Trent.
Smith.
Yes.
Weeks.
Yes.
Tiller.
Yes.
Wolf.
Yes.
Gibbon.
Yes.
Harrington.
Yes.
Euchre.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Thanks, Clay. Thank you. We appreciate your help.
We'll see you out there.
Item agenda 4, consider request from Trinity Church to open landfill from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. on Sunday, September 24th, 2023 for their Service Sunday Community Cleanup Project. Do we have any here from?
I don't see Alex. I is the person that did it, but I bet you Dale can help me out a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's the same as what the church has done in the past. That one day, we do some cleanup projects around with different residences, folks that aren't able to do it, and just a matter of getting that stuff together and having a place to go with it. You know, and so I know the church is offered to pay, any time or whatever for personnel to be there for that period of time and stuff. So, but that's what.
So this was done last year? Is that right?
Yeah, it's probably the last 5 or 6 years.
Okay.
I guess something like that.
With no real change?
No, it'll be
Mainly yard waste.
it'll be. I'm sorry.
Yard waste?
I think so. Yes.
All-
Yeah. Pretty much all
all
yard
yard?
waste. No, yes. I'm sorry. Yes. Yard waste. We're not getting into the landfill. Just all tree limbs and grass and that kind of stuff. So.
Kim, is there any issue with that?
No, like I said, they've done it numerous years, and it works out really well.
Okay, all right, thank you. Anybody else, any questions? Comment?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay, Nick and,
Larry.
Good need to put a little sticker here with names. Turn your name, names
Yes.
Oh, that sounds good.
Double-sided.
Weeze.
Yes.
Keller.
Yes.
Wolf.
Yes.
Gibbons.
Yes.
Harrington.
Abstain.
Euchre.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Thank you.
We could help you, but it's too funny.
Yes, I noticed. Thank you, I appreciate that. Item 5, consider the Nebraska Prairie Museum's annual report and budget request.
I brought friends this time. Nice seeing new faces on the board. This is the first time I've
Could you introduce
officially
yourself?
done. Micah Heiser, I'm the director at the Prairie Museum, and brought.
I'm Patty Simpson, I'm the president.
Thank you.
And we have Ron Wolbert back here, and he's on our board also.
Thank you.
And but I was just saying we have a lot of things scheduled and planned for this year. Of course, the 150th. I've had really great things. We have the monolith 150th that's been going around to the school systems, to the nursing homes, and things like that. We also assisted the courthouse and they're burying a time capsule and all that kind of fun stuff. And we've really recognized these key big moments are how you can bring a community together to fellowship, to greet your neighbors, to kind of find something that can hold a glue together. And that's really what I think that we do at the museum is look to the past to try and bring that to how we look at ourselves and how we look at ourselves as a community. And so I think that this year is an important year for that, but in 2 years, America is going to be having that 250th, and that's a big thing with a lot of historical 3 years. A lot of historical societies throughout Nebraska all kind of have their foundations with the bicentennial, and so even we're kind of no exception from that. And so I think that when people look to the past, they get more involved, and so we're looking forward to that. Every year I kind of come and as my predecessor Dan Christensen did and ask for a donation from the city. Basically what the biggest deal with this is what I say is these kind of donations have some of the largest impacts because where grants like to fund new shiny things that add expenses because you have to buy it, something to add it additive. These kind of a donation really help keep the lights on, keeps staff paid, keeps the maintenance going. And so that's why every year I come to the city council and ask for the donation. And this year I'm increasing it just like with everything. Inflation hits nonprofits the hardest because if you're a for-profit business, you can just jack up the prices for things. We've always, at least since I've been out there, we've always just been free will donation at the door. And so that's where these little donations, they don't seem like a whole lot when you're talking the end of the year and all these other expenses, but it really does add up and it makes a big difference on our end. So,
Do you have any questions for us, what we're doing out there, or what's coming up for you?
Well, I guess I'd like to know what you're asking for, and are you asking for more, or, I mean, you said you were gonna ask for increase.
Yep, so every year I ask a little bit more and more as it comes. This year I'm asking for 8,000 from the budget, to be budgeted. And that will, again, that'll go to a lot of
What were
key
you getting
things.
before?
I think last couple of years I've asked for about 6,000 to 7,000, and I think we've been getting 4,000 as of the donation. And so it doesn't have to be the full amount or anything. We'll take anything.
Yeah.
But like I said, with the increases of everything, and we're having right now, for example, we have a summer intern from Doan, and we're able to pay him this summer, and so I'd like to have that as an opportunity for the future as well, is that we can maybe get some more help on exhibits, outreach, that kind of stuff. So expanding what we have going on. This fall, we are doing a fall festival. If anybody's noticed, the 150th has been kind of carved out in our cornfield.
We're having a corn maze this year.
Oh,
Corn maze.
Oh.
And Ted Schrock threw some very
A lot of
a lot of hassle. Anyways, it spells out 150. from the air, and we're gonna have pictures taken up from the air. But we have pumpkins coming, we hope to have face painters, we're having a lot of the demonstrators again like we have in the past, food trucks. Jim and Julie Nelson are coming for sure, and I hope to get the popcorn. I have a feeling we will, because Craig Phillips, he's new on our board, and his wife and him do the corn popping over in Bertrand. It's gonna be a fun day. It's October 14th, it's a Saturday, and I don't know if we'll have horses there that day or not, probably not. I don't know, we'll have to see how that works.
I think I've got some people
Yeah,
that
we
want to
might
help
have
park
park cars and stuff. It's nice when they're on the horseback. Pony Express have helped us in the past from Lexington. They come down and help park cars when we've had the big hand corn husking. As a plug for hand corn husking, we didn't do it last year, we did it the 2 years before. Stewart Museum has taken that on. And I've been helping them with that, and they'll be doing it in September. I can't remember the dates, but it's on their website if you go to it. And they're very excited about it, and it's a wonderful location to have it. They've got a big area, so they'll do a great job with it. We have several prairie programs coming up.
That's a new thing.
Yeah.
We used to have our programs quarterly, but we found enough demand, and so we've scheduled these as prairie programs, and they're monthly. The next one's going to be on July 11th, and Tim Kingsley's going to do kind of a patriotic 4th of July kind of themed for a history of Phelps County veterans. And they're going to give out some more of the quilts and things like that. So even though we look like we're just by ourselves, we kind of house a lot of these different, things that are going on, or we at least try to, with the quilt, Prairie Quilt of Honor, and then some of these other organizations locally. And so the Prairie program and that, and then we're planning one for August.
August, that's going to be Roger Lean again.
Oh.
He did one a few months ago, only this one's going to be on, I can't remember the guy's name, but across from the grocery store, which is now Family Fair, the strips have built that building along there with Daniel Engine and all of that. There was one man who built all of those. He started on the West End. Do you remember his name? I can't think of it.
No, it escapes me.
Yeah. But anyways, he built all of those, and that's what Roger's focusing on, is that guy and all these buildings he built in his house and everything. Because he was quite the entrepreneur. And Roger, he also gave a program just to our genealogy club last month about Elva Marker. I don't know if you knew Elva Marker, but she is almost solely responsible for saving the Emmanuel Lutheran Church that's out of the museum now. Because when it closed in 1962 or 63, I forget the year now, it went into disrepair until she came along and went out to see Roger Lean and got him to go out and fix it for her. And she lived across the street from us on Blaine Street when we were first married, and we bought her piano. And so when he said her name, I went, I think I bought a piano from her, and I did. So anyways, it was quite interesting. But Roger does a great job, so if you can, that'd be interesting. In August and September.
We're on the fence on this too. I was going to give a program, or we're thinking Stuart Embry.
Stuart Embry, yeah, Dr. Embry.
He might do one too.
One of his cars are on display out there right now too. It's really pretty. It's red and it's a Ford, and that's all I can tell you.
It's a speedster, not a roadster. It's very clear distinction that I was.
I bet Ron knows what it is. He's our electronic guy.
Is your prairie program on the same weekday of the
Roughly that second week of the month is typically
Roughly,
what we shoot
yeah.
for.
Sometimes we have Humanities Nebraska people come in and they can't come on that Tuesday, or there's a conflict or something, but we try and have it that second week anyways.
And have you, and I don't know if it's in your budget anytime soon, but you still thinking about the RV camping?
We've identified a lot in our strategic plans. We've identified a new expanded building. The scope of that, we've identified air conditioning, which I've worked with the city the guys a little bit, and appreciate your work and all that, because there's a lot of work that goes into putting those projects together. But we've identified those, but right now we're still in the pre-planning phase before we implement. But
we've had there's 12 people on our board, and we've had 4 new ones come on this year. And so getting everybody on the same page and seeing what everybody's ideas, and it is really nice having the new people on, Mike Hartzog, Craig Phillips, Tricia David, and Una Mossberg. they've been excellent to work with. And then we have Mike Williams. I can't list them all, I don't get them wrong. Christy Dreesen,
Roger
Roger
Peterson,
and there's
Ted Schrock,
Ed Schrock, Nancy Morris, myself,
John Thorburn.
and John Thorburn. I think that's all. We have a variety of backgrounds.
Yeah.
A variety of backgrounds, and so we really appreciate everything you guys do for us. I mean, you helped us when we had the hand corn husking, set up some fencing and stuff. The county backs us too, and I tell you, we're a jewel here in Nebraska, and we want to make sure everybody knows that and keep it just as nice as ever.
Did we budget 4,000 for it?
We try to do what they request, and we just, as the budget comes in, we work it into the budget. So
And you
what
don't
we
have
do
to
is
give
we
us
just
the amount
accept,
tonight. I know you.
we accept their request at the meeting, and then we do the best we can to get it in there. So I think last year you got 6, I think it was. That's
I'll have to look back on my exact sheet. I remember my request for it was, no, that might have been 2 years ago request. I need to look back at that.
I believe that's it.
Did everybody see our wagon at the parade?
That was really good.
I looked awfully hard to find that. He came all the way from Polk, Nebraska that morning with the horse and the wagon, and was there by 9 o'clock in the morning with them all hitched up and ready to go. I for $450, it was the best buy I'd ever done, and I would not have done it for $450. I don't
That's a lot of
know.
work.
That's a lot of work. I rode in the wagon part of the way. I had a great day that day. That was a great day. I forgot that it rained really hard and that wagon's open. I sat on the seat. I had a wet ride, but it was okay. Yeah.
That was good.
And it was a fun day. I think everybody did a great job for the parade and everything. I have no complaints about it.
When do you guys set your budget?
Our fiscal year is May to April.
We're going through our audit right now, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Do we have to vote on this? Consider? Okay. Well, I guess my recommendation would be, let's table this for now, and we'll let Mary and Chris see where things are at. And
Okay.
I would advise you though to come back in a month or something to give them time to check it out and see what we can do.
No problem. I
Thank you.
appreciate you listening to us today.
Is that good with everybody?
If anybody has any questions, let Jim know. I can meet him in his office.
You know where you're at.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Oh. Thank you.
Item agenda 6, approve Adam Fofelt as the new liquor license manager for Holdrege Country Club.
Housekeeping.
Yeah, that's kind of what just to make sure that somebody, is there. Adam's been there for 20 years.
20 plus.
And 20 plus years, and I don't see him going anyplace anytime soon.
Is he renewing or he just moved into a different
It's
position?
changing from, it's changing because our old one moved.
So,
motion, approve them.
yeah, and Stacy.
Weiss,
Yes.
Tiller,
Yes.
Wolf,
Yes.
Gibbon,
Yeah.
Barrington,
Yes.
Bucher,
Yes.
Johnson,
Abstain.
Smith.
Yes.
Excellent. Open discussion, item 7. Chief, we'll start with you today.
I got nothing going on right now.
Did you have fun with your training with your taser?
It was rather fun, yeah. I didn't get tased, so that's
Yeah, that's
a
it.
plus.
I do know I was out there just because I asked, he was there just starting the training as I walked out one afternoon, and he volunteered me to
Take a ride.
take a ride. I declined. So,
Declined? Yeah.
So, but thanks for the offer.
Hey, there. Maybe you change your mind.
Yeah, I don't think so. All right. Anything else? No? Thank you. Chris?
I sent out an email about a work session. If you could look at your calendars, let me know what you think. I appreciate it. Lola got back to me on Monday, so available that week for her. So, and if that week doesn't work, let me know. We can figure something else out.
That was August the 7th.
Yeah, the week of the 7th.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
all I got.
Okay, thank you. Nick?
Only us, thanks Chris for having you guys walk up the streets. Much appreciated, probably by a lot of people. And I did for us. Thank you. That's it.
I do not have anything.
Right?
No, sir.
Thank you. Dale?
And then I'm Mayor.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Gibbons? I'm sorry, I do apologize. That's your position. Yeah.
We all get there.
Some just sooner than others. Yeah. Stacy?
Nothing.
Lola?
No, said nothing.
All right, no, thank you. Natalie?
Nothing for now.
Okay, all
I'll
right.
address everybody in a minute.
Okay, all right, Kim?
Yeah, I got an email from the Game Parks Commission. They're gonna have a fishing clinic on the 14th from 6 to 8. It's, I think, primarily for kids. If they don't have rod or reels, they'll provide the rod and reels, they'll provide the bait. And they've done it the last couple of years, so.
Where would they do that up at?
At the North Park Lake. Yep.
Okay. What time is it?
From 6 to 8.
Go ahead. Oh, okay, all right, thank you. I have nothing. So I will consider a motion for going into executive session.
I'll second.
And second, okay. So Corey and Ben.
Ben,
Sorry about that.
Keller,
Yes.
Wolf,
Yes.
Gibbon, Harrington,
Yes.
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Yes.
Do we need to shut off the Zoom or are we on?
Mm.
Don't let that shut off.